The travel industry is moving fast, and at Focusrite, we are tracking these changes in markets around the world. From shifting search and booking behaviors to rising expectations around personalization and purpose, it's clear that travelers are putting new demands on suppliers and destinations. That means the pressure is on for travel marketers not just to keep up, but to lead. And savvy marketers know that success depends on using data wisely, transforming numbers into actionable intelligence. This video series from our partner Zartico breaks down key trends and offers practical tips to keep your marketing sharp, relevant, and ready for what's next.
So what made you approach me to decide to become a board member?
I recognized a lot of the same dynamics at another company that I serve, Redica Systems.
Yep.
And I've been working with Redica Systems for 3 or 4 years at that point, and they were both DaaS SaaS businesses.
Yep.
Right? And I had a suspicion that you guys were on a path that we had just climbed. The biggest one is data.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, look, we're in the AI world. You can't walk down the street without being hit with an AI, update or blog. But you started before that, as did Redica, right? And the investors at Redica, and I think at Zartico as well, said, look, data's gonna be the new oil. And we've always used data. We're knowledge workers. We use data. We do research, and we try to use that data to make better decisions, right? That's how we've evolved from the animals. I remember when I had left LeisureLink, it was all about the diagnostic and the descriptive and diagnostic. Let's get a dashboard so we can have everything here so we don't have to go look it up every time.
Right.
And that was a big step.
Right.
Right? But with AI, you can very quickly go from the descriptive, what happened,
right,
to diagnostic, why did it happen? Now you add AI, you can say predictive. What's going to happen next?
Right.
Right? And then even better, and I know the products that we're rolling out, what should you do based on that knowledge? Right. That's intelligence.
Yeah, so 5.5 years, 6 years later, we have been investing in what I call our liquid gold.
Right.
All of this intelligence around the movement of people in place, visitor behavior that for a long time was constrained by the BI tool by which we dressed it.
Yes.
But now with AI, we literally put ChatGPT or some AI tool over, and we have visitor behavior for the offline economy, opening up things that never were even imaginable to those that are doing place-based marketing. Questions around NFL, NBA, Taylor Swift, different types of festivals, different types of conferences, looking at how do people move and spend within a destination.
And you can tell why it wasn't able to be figured out before.
I just found out from one of our clients that the analysis that we did for the NFL draft, recently held in Green Bay, my hometown,
nice.
So
there
a little plug there.
That was huge. It was like outside. It was
huge.
It was like a rock concert.
It was.
And they're watching draft.
Oh, Green Bay did a great job. There was a great showing. So we did an analysis looking at how do people move through that destination. That analysis has already been handed off to the Packers and to the NFL.
That's awesome.
Because we are illuminating hidden patterns of people in place. And AI is helping us move through that process so much faster than ever imaginable. So if you own an arena, you might know what's happening within your four walls, but you don't know what's happening around your arena. You don't know what you're missing, what market share you're losing because people are bypassing your Taylor Swift concert in this destination to go to that destination because that destination has better assets or a better draw. So we can illuminate that and do full funnel attribution to did they come, did they stay, and did they spend?
I was in the ski industry. That was my venture. We were vacation rentals, we did skiing. And oh my God, we spent so much money to try to get people to come and book a lodging and a ski vacation, but we were doing it based on descriptive data at best. We kind of look at last year. I remember going to some of these travel webinars and they say, well, lodging was up 10% last year.
Right.
So that was descriptive. That's what happened. And then they'd say diagnostic. It's because it snowed a lot.
So after studying 4,000 analyses, including several thousand conventions as an example, we have all of that data in terms of how did those conventions perform in a particular destination, what types of consumer did they draw, what types of visitor behavior did we see. You put that into a model and layer in new AI technologies, you move to the predictive very fast.
And what's a better decision?
Level loaded visitor economy is an ultimate goal, right? We have lots of times where we have compression, we have over tourism, we have under tourism. Wouldn't it just be wonderful
all
if
the
you
gaps.
had level loaded, like revenue managers do for
Right,
an airplane?
right.
They want to fill every seat up, right? So the same thing holds for destination marketers as well as those managing privately held travel and entertainment businesses. So level loaded to ensure that you're delivering jobs, economic well-being, it benefits both the visitor and the resident. So by definition, what we do ultimately impacts communities.
Like I don't have to go to visit Park City and click on their website, say I'm coming. Like I could just show
No.
up and you know that. That's the big difference.
And the one clarification is that everything we do is anonymized and aggregated. So we're looking
Right, so when I say me, maybe
Yes.
an avatar of me, but
Correct.
you might know that a group of people from New York City came and flew to Utah and Park City and showed up in Park City, and you can even tell where they went.
You can look at the aggregated level of origin markets, certainly, and then where they move within the destination. Did they purchase at their independent restaurants? Are they contributors to your local retail economy, which is all really important.
Which is critical. That's where the advertising
Correct.
comes from.
Correct.
They call it the wrap tax
Yes.
in Park City. How does this real-time data let you make quicker, faster decisions to try to keep up with this incredible velocity of change?
It's a great question. And in every business that I've ever led, there's one commonality, and that's uncertainty. There's economic headwinds, there's political discourse, there's technology shifts, behavioral shifts that are happening. And so again, AI is a game changer for data companies.
Right,
Because we're no longer in the data business, we're in the intelligence business. An example of a client that has used our data in a predictive way would be Visit Salt Lake.
Okay.
So they hosted the NBA All-Star Game, right? So to help prepare for the NBA All-Star Game, we studied past NBA All-Star Games to understand how did people move throughout the destination, where did they spend money, and with those insights, Caitlin Eskilson was able to work with her mayor, her transportation department, police enforcement, security to predictably inform how people were going to move within the destination. So we hired, this over here and that over there and had a mile radius. We did cross visitation or planned cross events so that we moved people throughout the city. And it was deemed the largest impact by the NBA commissioner.
Really?
Yes. We're launching a product called Reveal, which effectively is an answer machine for a place-based marketer to make a decision on how they want to do their marketing.
And so it helps them create their plan and then react real time. I think historically, I think even the industry, I was hearing from some of our team members that hey, we have a summer plan and a winter plan. Is this going to change to weekly and monthly plans based on the real time intelligence you're going to get? Are they able to make better decisions that fast?
Sure. Most folks are still looking at it on a monthly basis, but the tools exist to do it more frequently. But tools retrospectively are you get a report 6 months later when the campaign is well done and you're into the second one.
That's the travel cycle.
Exactly.
It's hey, what happened last winter? What happened next
Exactly.
summer? And I know some of the ad buys are still working that way, but now you're going to give people a chance to react very in the moment with shorter time spans and better intelligence, so they make better decisions.
Yes, and those better decisions translate into improved visitor experience and ultimately a better resident experience, because ultimately those things work in tandem.
So this is brand new, right? You haven't had this technology for years and years, right? So the market hasn't had this technology. So what's the difference between people who have this and are making decisions weekly and making changes?
I think the difference is relevancy. In that the world is uncertain, it's challenging, and those that embrace new technologies that become available are the ones that remain relevant to make better decisions, both for your community and also for your marketing, where most companies spend most of their dollars.
There's so many dollars there.
That's right. And so to me, it's like, what is at stake if someone who's leading a tech company doesn't embrace AI? I kind of think they're not going to be around for a while. So I view it as relevancy. Relevancy. And it's a really critical time for leaders to lean into the technologies that are right ahead of them.
And it's a great opportunity. They can do more with less. They can level balance and
that's right.
And serve their mission better. Can be more excited.
I just want to know if they're ready.